again with another makeup video. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm just gonna dive right in. Dive in. One brand makeup tutorial coming your way. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is a one brand makeup tutorial featuring like 98% Revlon products. And I say 98% because some products I really wanted to use, but Revlon just didn't carry them in their line. So I was like, you know what? I just opted for some other things, but they are all drugstore as well. So this would make this video an all drugstore makeup look, which I know you guys really like and appreciate, especially here on this channel. Revlon actually recently sent me to New York City on an event where they announced their new brand ambassador, which is Ciara. They also launched some new products. So I'm going to be using those in today's video, but I do want you guys to know that this video is not sponsored by Revlon. Some items were gifted to me, but this video was not required. I just was really interested in testing out the products and sharing them with you on this channel. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Click right here to subscribe so that way you guys don't miss any videos from me, and we're gonna do this thing. So what I'm gonna do to start off is I'm going to use the Revlon Photoready Perfecting Primer. Oh yes, I did use this in my last video. You just need a small pump of it. Wow, almost dropped it. A small pump of it, and then I just take it onto my fingers and apply it in this area right here. Honestly, I think this primer is so freaking smooth, so silky. It really just smooths out your skin, reducing the appearance of pores and fine lines and all of that goodness. Now that primer's done, I think I'm gonna move on to my foundation. So the foundation I think I'm gonna use today is this one right here. This is the Revlon 2-in-1 Compact Makeup Concealer, which looks like this. Now this one is in 240 medium beige and this one is in 180 sand beige. Medium beige looks hella dark and you know, sand beige looks like it kind of matches me, but I think I'm gonna mix the two to get my perfect shade. To apply the foundation, I am going to use this brush right here. This is the Sigma Foundation F60 brush, which is just kind of like a flat foundation brush. I'm gonna take the brush, dip it into the foundation just like this and paint it on my face. It does have a mirror, which is really nice. So I'm just going to brush it on. As you can see, this is looking pretty light. So I'm glad that I'm going to mix. This color, not gonna lie, looks really light for my skin. So I'm going to just focus it on the center of my face. And then I'm going to take the opposite side of my foundation brush and apply a little bit of the 240 medium beige to my skin because this is, whoo, buddy. I don't even know. Is this gonna work? No freaking clue. Honestly, we're just gonna run with it. I'm going to put it all over and see what's up. This foundation is pretty good coverage. Now that I kind of look like a ghost, I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge and I'm going to pounce this into the skin and just blend it all out. So I'm just gonna continue to buff this product into my skin. I actually think it is a little bit too light, but I'm gonna make it work. Normally I do my brows off camera, you guys know this, but today I'm gonna do them on camera because Revlon came out with a new brow product and this is their Colorstay Brow Pencil. If you guys are familiar with Revlon, then you know that they're not really known for their brow products. I wanna say they only have one brow product on the market. So I'm really excited that they came out with another one because the one that they have is a pencil that you have to sharpen and that's kind of annoying. They came out with the retractable one. Can we talk about it? I'm super stoked. What I do notice off grip is that it does come to an angular kind of like point. It is a little bit thicker than what I'm used to if I had to compare it to like NYX brow pencil or Anastasia or the L'Oreal one. I will say that it is a little bit thicker, so I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, but we're gonna test it out. That's what this video is all about, right? The first thing I'm gonna do is go in with the spoolie and I'm just going to comb my eyebrow hair so that way they are all going in the same direction. The color I'm using today is soft brown and I'm going to first underline my brow. That's what I like to do. And I'm just going to do small, gentle strokes like this. And that's me just underlining the brow the slightest bit. Now that I've underlined it, I'm just going to blend it a little bit with the spoolie. I swear, when companies come out with brow products with spoolies, it just makes my life so much easier. I will say that this pencil is a little bit on the waxy side, which I like. It's super easy to blend. As you can see, my brow is just looking right So this is what the eyebrow looks like compared to my other eyebrow. I'm digging it. I'm actually really, really digging it. So the tail of my brow on this side isn't as sharp as I want it. So to clean that up, I'm gonna use a little bit of the Photoready concealer, and I'm using a brush to do this. So the brush I'm using today is a concealer F70 by Sigma. I'm going to take a little bit of that concealer on my brush, and I'm gonna just put this directly underneath my eyebrow so that way I can kind of sharpen up the edge a little bit more. For eyeshadows today, I'm gonna start off by using some cream shadows that Revlon just came out with. These are the Revlon Colorstay cream shadows. They definitely remind me of the Maybelline Colors tattoos. What's different about them is that they have this little clip right here, so when you push it out, it's a little brush that you can use to apply the cream shadows. I'm not gonna use this brush. I'll probably use it when I do a lid color, but I'm gonna use this one, 715, as a transition color in the crease. And to apply this cream eyeshadow, I am gonna use a synthetic brush by Sedona Lace. This is their EB13. I'm gonna take a little bit of this on my brush, so I'm just going to tap it on there. I don't want a lot of product, so I'm going to just tap off the excess inside the cap. Since these are creams, I'm not really sure how it's gonna work out, but that's just a preventative that I wanna do. So I'm just going to continue to buff that 715 shade in my crease. Like I said, this is gonna be our transition color. I definitely feel like these are super freaking creamy. I'm a little bit obsessed. To deepen up my crease a little bit, I'm gonna go in with the shade right here, which is 720. It's a little bit deeper than 715, hence why it's 5 shades darker. And I'm just going to push this on the very outer V of my eyelid. I'm just going to pounce, pounce, pounce. I think I'm going to take this shade all over my eyelid for a little bit more of like a full blown out bronzy look. I'm actually really obsessed with these cream shadows. They're super blendable and they're so easy to work with. Like, they're not blotchy, they don't dry too fast, so they're really easy to blend onto the lid. Now that we went in with that cream color, I kind of want to set it a little bit, so I'm going to use the Revlon Eyes, Cheeks, and Lip palette, which looks like this, and I'm going to go back and forth between these shades right here, so these two bronzing shades, so this one and this one, and I'm just going to run this all over the lid, and I'm using that Morphe M433 brush to do so. I'm only really going to focus this on the outer part of the eyelid, in more of a circular shape like we've been doing. After that, I think the next cream shade I want to go in with is this one right here. This is the 740 shade, which is this gorgeous, gorgeous kind of like iridescent purple. So I'm going to apply this on the inner 1/3 of my eyelid, connecting that kind of like deep purple shade we just applied. Now this may be cheating a little bit, but I am gonna go in with a different palette, not by Revlon. This is the NYX Avant Pop palette. It's still drugstore, but I'm really wanting to set that purple cream. So I'm gonna go in with this purple shade right here by NYX, and I'm just gonna coat my brush with it and apply it directly over top. I feel like that cream eyeshadow is really allowing this color by NYX to just pop out. Like, the vibrancy of this is unreal. Unreal. Going back in the shade right here from the Eyes, Lips, Cheeks, Face palette by Revlon, I'm just going to further blend these two shades so that way it's nice and seamless. And with a clean Sigma E40 blending brush, I'm just going to blend out any harsh edges. For eyeliner today, I'm also going in with another new product by Revlon. This is their Colorstay Liquid Eye Pen. It has a ballpoint tip, which I think is really cool. I've never used anything like this, but I really like that it has a ballpoint tip. And I'm just going to use this to do a really nice, intense cat eye wing. So. This is not my favorite. This is not my favorite. So I had to go over top of everything with the NYC liquid liner, which is like $3, and that stuff is like black as black, and I'm digging it now. So next thing I'm gonna do is go in with a little bit of mascara. I'm gonna go in with the Revlon Dramatic Definition mascara. I don't know if it's just me, but I think that mascara is like the boringest part of any makeup tutorial. And like the faces people make though, like, yeah. Not cute. The lashes I'm going to be using today are these right here, which are the Natural 120 Demis by Ardell. And the glue I like to use is the Duo, this is like the green tube, kind of like the strip applicator. Now that my lashes are on, I'm gonna go in and fix up my lower lash line a little bit. So I'm gonna use the E15 Flat Definer Brush by Sigma. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that deep color from the Eyes, Lips, Face palette. And I'm just going to smoke this closest to my lower lash line. And I'm gonna apply a generous amount because we are going for more of a smoky look. And I'm obsessed with this color, like obsessed. To kind of blend out this fallout real quick before applying concealer, I'm just gonna go in with this highlighter brush. This is the Sigma F35, and I'm just going to try to get rid of some of that darkness because I look very crazy at this point. Now for concealer, I'm gonna go in with that same concealer we used earlier. This is the Colorstay concealer. I am in the shade Light Medium, and I'm going to apply this directly underneath the eyes. What I really like about this is that it is kind of like in a crayon form, so it's super easy to apply. Also gonna take this on my Cupid's bow, a little bit onto my chin and forehead. To blend out the concealer, I am using the Real Techniques blending sponge. Once I have all of that concealer blended out, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M433 and just gently smoke out that lower lash line a little bit more. Revlon does not carry a loose setting powder that I absolutely love, so I'm going in with the Airspun Loose Face Powder. You can pick this up at like Walgreens, CVS, Target, maybe not Target. I don't think I've ever seen it at Target. And I'm just gonna press this underneath my eyes, and this is just going to bake that concealer so that way we don't have any creasing. And I always like to apply a generous amount underneath my eyes. I'm just going to brush that powder out from underneath my eyes because I think everything is nice and set. For my lower lash line, I'm gonna apply a little bit more of that mascara. To set my entire face, I'm gonna use the Colorstay Revlon powder. This one is a medium, and I'm also gonna use this powder Revlon brush, which is super duper soft, and I'm just going to pounce this onto my face. This one is in the shade medium. It is a little bit darker, so I think I'm gonna concentrate it on the perimeter of my face, like around my contour area, and then just kind of blend. For highlighter today, I'm using the Revlon Photoready Insta Highlighting Stick, which I have been loving. What I like to do is take this product onto my fingers, warm it up a little bit, and then I'll just dab it on the highest points of my cheekbone for a really pretty luminescent glow. The shade I'm using today is 210 Gold Light. Like I said, I've been loving this. I've been wearing it in a lot of Insta photos recently, so I'm just going to take it and then I'm going to dab it right here. Whoo, buddy. Freaking favorite. On a Sigma E45 brush, I'm going to run it on that cream highlight and apply this to the tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, and also my Cupid's bow. And since we're already highlighting, I'm going to highlight the inner corner with that same cream highlight. For cheeks today, I'm gonna go back into the Eyes, Cheeks, and Lips palette, and this is my Sigma F15, and I'm gonna take it into that blush shade right there, and I'm gonna gently blend it in between my highlight and my contour. Now for the lips today, I'm gonna go in with a berry tone. This is Berry Smoothie. This is a sheer, super lustrous lipstick. After that, I'm gonna apply this, which is the Super Natural, Super Luxurious Lip Gloss. And I'm gonna apply this directly over top. Freaking obsessed with this lip gloss. Like I said, super natural. Y'all need this in your life. Like your lips, but better. All right, you guys, so that's pretty much it for today's video. Did you like it? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know what other all drugstore one brand tutorials you guys want to see on the channel. Definitely want to film more like it, if you guys like it, of course, obviously. Also, subscribe to my second channel, Ashley Marie Vlogs. I uploaded a vlog on my New York City trip with Revlon, so be sure to check out that channel if you guys want to see my life outside of this channel. And I don't have anything else to say except I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all in the next one. Deuces.